We have some other breaking news we want to get to after something, a news story that happened this morning.
That's right. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo here speaking about a shooting this morning around 5:30 this morning in Northeast Houston in which 3 women were shot. 1 died. Let's listen.
Friend of our deceased victim, James Bass, who is 25 years of age, 25 years of age. He was shot twice, and he is in stable condition. As you can imagine, when this incident occurred this morning, Chief Finner, Commander Noel, everyone got to work trying to find this suspect. Our homicide division spent the day trying to find him, and at about 2:18 p.m., he was located hiding in the cab of an 18-wheeler at 4892 FM 1960, 4892 FM 1960 by patrol. SWAT was called out immediately for the barricaded suspect, and unfortunately, the suspect took his own life inside that vehicle. We have confirmed that the suspect was deceased at that scene with SWAT surrounding him, and the suspect was charged with aggravated assault for shooting of James Bass, and charges were upgraded prior to his death from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It was upgraded to capital murder, burglary with the intent to commit family violence. He has not been arrested in over 4 years. His last arrest was for traffic in 2016. And sadly, this appears to be a case of domestic violence turned deadly. I want to thank and extend my thanks to SWAT, Patrol, Homicide for working on this all day and ending this shooting spree, bringing it to an end before more lives were taken. And I want to extend my condolences to, and I have extended my condolences to everyone involved. The suspect's family was in communication with us today, and I want to again extend my condolences to his mom and his uncle, who I've talked to, and unfortunately I've been able to talk to the victims in the hospital because of the COVID. I'm not allowed to go in there, but I extend my condolences to everyone involved. And so once again, this is an issue of domestic violence turned deadly. Sadly, our deceased victim was 7 months pregnant, and obviously the child the unborn child was not saved. And so with that, this ends a day of a lot of hard work out here between all of our units, between homicide and patrol and all the folks that went into it, and obviously SWAT at the end there when he took his own life. So with that, I'm going to open the questions, but I think this illustrates just how volatile domestic violence suspects can be. We know that we've had our own tragedies here with domestic violence over the years. But to the victims of domestic violence, please remember that we are fully operational as a police department. The Houston area Women's Center is completely operational. We are able to respond to help you, so please do not hesitate to come forward if you need help. If you need help on any type of domestic violence circumstance, we're here for you. And then with that, I'll open up to any questions.
Did the suspect work for that 18-wheeler company? Is that why he was...
No, he did not work for that 18-wheeler company. That was his uncle's truck, and he committed suicide in his uncle's truck. And so the question was, I'm going to start repeating the questions that people watching really don't know what you asked. I need to get in that habit. Did he work for the company inside the truck? And no, he did not work for that company. It was his uncle's truck, and that's where he took his own life.
You said he was inside the cab of that 18-wheeler?
Yes. And he died from a single inflicted gunshot wound. A self-inflicted single gunshot wound.
How long did the standoff?
How long was the standoff, Larry?
About 10 minutes.
About a 10-minute standoff with SWAT.
At that point, did he say anything at all to SWAT?
I don't think we got any opportunity to have any contact with him before he took his life. Did we make any contact with him? You want to come and talk to him?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and update him on that, please. Give my mask back. Yeah.
Sure, my name is Larry Bainbridge, Commander with Houston Police Department. We did establish contact with him via cell phone. He was actually quite, he complied with a lot of our requests, and at one point we thought he was going to go ahead and surrender. He was smoking a cigarette, said after he finished he was going to come out. Unfortunately, we heard a gunshot, and we put a camera inside and found that he had shot himself. So, you know, obviously we were hoping to get him out safely, but it just didn't work out that way.
Did he express any remorse speaking with him?
No, not to us, no.
Let me just say that, again, we're just very thankful that, as tragic as this day has been, that there were no other loss of innocent lives, and you know, your heart goes out to everyone involved, including a mom who her son decided to do what he did, and his uncle who, you know, had to have his nephew kill himself in his truck. Now, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. We need to be in prayer in our city.
Listening in live to a news conference there, Chief Art Acevedo giving us an update on that story from this morning, 5:30 a.m. 3 women shot at a home. We have now learned the suspect has committed suicide around 2:18 today. The suspect was found on FM 1960. SWAT was called in. There was about a 10-minute standoff, and the suspect took his own life.
We've also learned the victim, the woman who died this morning, was also 7 months pregnant, and the child also died. We have much more on this news conference right now on our website, click2houston.com.